Morning. It's Friday. Happy Friday. I've been wanting to do a vlog almost every day this week, and then just forever kept coming up with excuses as to why the day was not the right time. Nothing too interesting happening. I wasn't feeling all that well. All the feelings. And then today I was like, we're doing this and we're gonna be real about the fact that I'm not feeling my best. I haven't been feeling my best for a while now. Just being sick for so long. I also got my period, and that's not a very fun experience for me. Almost every time, it's a very intense experience. So it's just been kind of slow, kind of low. And that's kind of what I want to be as the theme for today's video is... Actually, no, what I want the theme for today's video to be is how do we put ourselves first, and how do we say no to other people and to other plans when we're trying to prioritize ourselves, because that has most definitely been my struggle. Last weekend I had such a beautiful weekend. It was so much fun. But in trying to say yes to everyone and be there for everyone, I exhausted myself to the point that Sunday I could barely move. Like Sunday evening, I took a nap and I just couldn't, my body was so exhausted. It was almost a scary experience. And what it made me realize was I can't do that. I have to take in that I am sick. I have been sick for a very long time, and that's why it often feels like an excuse and I'm worried what someone else is gonna think, but the reality is this is how I am, this is how I'm feeling, and I have to show myself grace. And I'm not trying to not be there for other people. I'm not trying to flake on plans. I just need to put myself first. So that's what we're gonna be doing. For the next couple of days, that's really the theme of this weekend. I do have some plans for this weekend. I have lunch plans with a girlfriend Saturday, which I'm really looking forward to because we're going to this really cute vegan restaurant that I've been wanting to try for a while. And then I have plans in the evening that I'm not entirely sure I'm going to keep. So let's see where the weekend takes us. But today is Friday. Today is very much just a work day. I had a really nice night yesterday. I had kind of got into this rut of just spending my nights watching TV and working my way through Sex and the City, and at around 10 p.m. I pretty much finished whatever I was doing, and then I'd sit down on the couch and watch TV until I fell asleep, and I really didn't like that. So last night I finally pulled myself out of it, and I watched an episode, or even half an episode. I think I watched half an episode, then I got into bed, I journaled for a while, had a cup of tea, did some reading, and it honestly felt so good. So I'm really gonna try to keep that up for the next couple of days and into the weekend. And yeah, this morning I went to the gym for the first time in so incredibly long. Nothing fancy happened whatsoever. I just kind of walked on the treadmill. But I was kind of getting to the point where I was doing no physical activity or no exercise, because that's what I've been told to do from my doctor. And while I understand the importance of that right now for my body, I also know my mind just desperately needed some kind of movement. So no running, no lifting, no crazy cardio. I just walked on the treadmill, listened to some music, pretty chill, but it helped me. It helped me just get my day started on the right note. So I'm really gonna try to keep doing that into the weekend as well. So yeah, come along with me for a day or a couple of days of putting ourselves first, of learning to say no and learning to be okay with it, learning not to panic, learning not to worry about how it's perceived. I think one of my favorite quotes ever is, "It's not your business what anyone else thinks of you." And I really love that quote because I think it's something we often need to remind ourselves of, is we're so... At least I'm so trying to make sure that I'm perceived the right way, or that I'm being kind to everyone around me, and trying to make sure everyone else around me is comfortable, where I think sometimes I forget about myself. I forget about putting myself first. And I'm a big believer that we have to put ourselves first before we can ask anyone else to put us first, or before we even should ask anyone else to put us first. So keeping that in mind, that's the energy with which we're gonna move through this vlog and the weekend. Hello friends, happy Saturday, another day, another black sweater. I realized just now when I was taking out my camera to film that I was wearing almost the identical outfit yesterday. It's not the same outfit, it is a new one, but it is also basically the same thing. But you know, keeping it easy, keeping it simple. So I want to just walk you through what's happening because ironically, after doing yesterday's video and talking about how I wanted the theme to be putting yourself first and really just taking care of myself and the struggle, but also the benefit and the importance really above all else of doing that. Yesterday I shared that I had plans to have lunch today with a girlfriend and I was really looking forward to it. And that was the one thing I was gonna make sure I still did today. And then I got up this morning and I had another allergic reaction. I've had an allergic reaction twice now. Once was back in November-ish. It was an allergic reaction to my antibiotics that I was on. And I had another one this morning. It isn't as bad as the one I had back last year, but it was just developing, so I had to immediately stop the medication that I'm taking. And I'm just gonna kind of take the day to relax. I'm about to go into the bath. I've got a specific oatmeal bath that I do that really just helps soothe the skin. And I'm really hoping it goes away in a day or two this time and it's not too long. But waking up this morning and realizing this was what was happening, and I was just I really wanted to make my lunch plans because I canceled them the week before because I wasn't feeling well then. And I sat with it and thought about it for a second and was this is literally an opportunity for me to practice what I preach because I'm tired, my body's tired, my body's itchy. I'm not really in the space to go out and I need to be able to put that first. So I messaged my friend and she was so understanding, and that's the beauty of this is when you put yourself first, the people that are important to you and the people that matter and the people that really understand you, they will understand it and they will respect it for the most part. I did feel a little bad. I did feel oh, I already canceled plans last week. Maybe I could push myself to do it, things like that. But I also know my body is so incredibly tired. It really, really is. And I really need to put that first and put my health first and put me relaxing first. And as I'm filming that video, maybe it was just the universe being hey, here's an opportunity, practice what you're preaching. So we did do that, and the plan for today now is just really simple. Like I said, I'm gonna hop into the bath for a little bit, and then I think we're just gonna have a chill night, make a nice dinner, do some yoga, soothing things. I do have some work to do, so I can at least get comfy on the couch, work through all of that. But yeah, we're practicing what we're preaching today. We're putting ourselves first, and we're learning not to have guilt while doing it because there's really nothing wrong with putting yourself first. In fact, it's so important because I think the more you do it, the more you inspire other people in your life to do it, and I think that's important, right? We should all be taking care of ourselves above all else. Yes, it's so important to be there for the people in your lives and to share that with people, but there are times, there are seasons, there are periods when we do need to put ourselves first. And I guess out of this whole experience of being sick for so long, that is something that I'm learning to do, and I'm learning that does not make me any less of a person, any less of a friend, a girlfriend, a sister, a daughter. It doesn't make me any less. I'm still there for the people I care about as much as I can be, but it's really having that boundary of how much do I have to give right now? And maybe this is my time to take a little bit more as well, from others and even from myself. Just take more of my own time, my own care, and my own love. So, all of that being said, we're gonna go do the day. Might do a little bit of filming of the different things we get up to today, but like I said, it's gonna be a day at home, simple, self-care, self-love. I actually spent the morning half of today cleaning up my space. I made some bread pudding. I marinated some meat for like later tonight. So yeah, just gonna love on ourselves today. Good morning, friends. Happy Monday. So I didn't end up doing too much filming over the weekend because, as the theme of the video went, I just needed a lot of time to rest this weekend. Just ended up not feeling very strong and healthy. So there was a lot of napping, there was a lot of just being at home, and just taking in how I was feeling. And today's Monday morning. I got up early this morning. I got a little bit of a walk in on the treadmill. Again, not running as yet, we're just walking, we're taking it easy. Went through my meditation and then just started working. It's around like 10 a.m. right now, and I thought I'd just close off this video because I realized I hadn't done that as yet. I think it's so funny and honestly maybe perfectly aligned that me wanting to talk about taking care of yourself or taking care of myself and the importance of putting yourself first required me to do that so much more the last few days. And I think what I've learned is the people that matter will understand when you have to put yourself first, and they will encourage you to do it, in fact. And for me, I think just being sick for so long, my big fear has always been like, oh, I hate, not being able to be there for people in my full capacity. I am there for people in the way I can be, but I also am aware I'm not able to give more than I am giving right now. And that's okay, right? This is me needing to take care of myself, my health, my body literally yelling for me to take care of my body and my health. And that's okay that this is the season of life that I'm in. And this past weekend just shows me that when you really put your mind to something and when you say, this is what I'm going to do, I often think life will keep giving you instances to practice what you're saying. And it can often feel like life is testing you, right? It's like, why is this happening to me so much? And I've definitely had moments that I felt like that, and I'm sure I will continue to have moments where I feel like that. But it's just reminding yourself that this is not a test as much as it is an opportunity to practice the person you want to be, the person you want to become, the person you see yourself as, or the person you desire to see yourself as, right? I want to be someone who can put myself first and take care of my health. I see myself as that person. I also know my actions, maybe leading up to now, weren't really matching that. And this past weekend, life literally said, okay, that's who you want to be. I'm going to give you an opportunity to practice being that person. And I think when you see experiences in the world and interact with the world in this way, is everything becomes an opportunity, right? And you're able to take what you can or what you're meant to take from it, instead of seeing it as something that's blocking you, something that's standing in your way, seeing it as something negative. You're able to take the learning from it and you're able to become more of who you desire to be. Anyway, that's my spiel for Monday morning. I hope you guys have beautiful weeks, and I will see you in another vlog soon.